Why do men lose interest in their wives after a while? Let's be honest about something most wives feel, but almost no one wants to say out loud. You didn't suddenly become unattractive. You didn't suddenly become unlovable. And you definitely didn't let yourself go overnight. Yet somehow, the man who once couldn't keep his hands off you now barely notices when you walk into the room. He still loves you. He still stays. He still sleeps beside you. But the hunger, the curiosity, the spark, it feels gone. And the worst part, nobody gives women the real reasons. They give you clichés, blame, or fairy tale nonsense. Today, we're having the honest conversation mature women actually need. If you're new here, subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and tell me in the comments, when did you first notice the shift? Because once you see the truth behind this, you can never unsee it. Let's talk. This conversation is uncomfortable, but mature women don't run from uncomfortable truths. We face them. And the first truth is this: he stopped feeling like he has to win you. In the beginning, he was competing for your attention, competing for your affection, competing for your approval, competing with other men. Even if you never noticed, you were a prize he had not yet secured. And human beings, men especially, are wired to value what feels earned. Then marriage happens, routine happens, shared bills happen, predictability happens, and slowly, subconsciously, the chase disappears. He no longer feels like he's winning you. He feels like he already owns the trophy. And here's the uncomfortable part. People don't chase what they feel guaranteed to keep, which leads directly into the next truth. Familiarity quietly kills curiosity. Desire feeds on mystery. Marriage feeds on familiarity. You see each other sick, stressed, moody, exhausted, financially worried, emotionally drained. He has now seen every version of you. And while emotional intimacy grows from this, sexual curiosity often shrinks, not because you became less attractive, but because you became fully known. There's no anticipation, no wondering, no "what if tonight?" Everything becomes predictable. And when life becomes predictable, the brain stops releasing the chemicals that create excitement. This leads us into the third truth, and this one hits deep. You slowly became partners in survival, not partners in romance. Look at what marriage becomes over time: bills, groceries, kids, schedules, family drama, responsibilities, stress. You become a team managing life, efficient, responsible, reliable. But romance is not built on efficiency. Romance is built on escape. Men don't lose interest because life got real. They lose interest because romance slowly gets replaced with logistics. You stop flirting. You start reminding. You stop teasing. You start scheduling. You become his safe place, but not his exciting place. And this naturally leads to the next hard truth. 4. He stopped feeling admired. This one hurts many women to hear. But admiration is oxygen to male desire. In the beginning, you noticed everything: his effort, his ambition, his strength, his presence, his masculinity. You looked at him with spark in your eyes. Over time, you noticed what he forgot, what he didn't fix, what he didn't do, what he didn't say, what he didn't handle. You stop being the woman who sees him as impressive and start being the woman who sees him as responsible. And responsibility does not feel sexy to men. It feels like pressure, which leads perfectly into the next truth. 5. The emotional roles slowly shift into mothering. This happens so quietly, many women never notice it. You start reminding him of things, correcting him, managing his habits, monitoring his health, organizing his life. You become the emotional manager of the household. And here's the uncomfortable psychology. A man cannot deeply desire someone who feels like a caregiver or authority figure. Desire needs polarity, not parental energy. This shift doesn't happen overnight. It creeps in slowly. And by now, the romantic tension that once existed has quietly dissolved, which leads to the most misunderstood truth of all. 6. He doesn't realize it's happening either. This is not always intentional, this is not always malicious. Most men don't wake up and decide to lose interest. It happens gradually, quietly, subconsciously. Just like it happens to women too. The spark fades, without either partner knowing how or why. And suddenly you're both asking the same silent question, how did we get here? This conversation isn't about blame, it's about awareness. Because when you understand the why, you gain the power to change the how. If this resonated with you, subscribe, like this video, and tell me in the comments, what do you think kills attraction fastest in marriage? Let's talk honestly.